Hello, welcome to Pro Mixing and Mastering. Today I'm going to show you how to mix in Cubase 5 from start to finish. This is the project that I'm doing, so let's get right into it. So I've got my project right here in Cubase 5, and this is how the song sounds like without any plugin. The vocals are too low. We need to raise up the vocals a little bit. So now to lift up the vocal, the lead vocal, and literally all the vocals, I'm gonna use a plugin which is called compressor de-esser, this one right here. So let's go ahead and lift up the vocals. Let's pick up a preset in here which is a warm vocal. Let's try this. Alright, I love this part. There is need for me to do this. Take it up, take this one down, take this one up, take this one down. So our ratio is gonna be 64:1. Don't worry about that. It's not too much. You'll see what I'm gonna do now. So what I'm trying to do is just try to lift up the vocal to the instrumental level. So let's go ahead and play this.
Wila ilishanya kutiwa fuma kuchinso cha mfumu na kalimo kutiwa bembuka nefya muchalo ukewe wengulu fumapa he na shoshikasela ngawa chetekela ukewe mpili.
This is beautiful. You have seen me work with compressor de-esser. I have set it on warm vocal, and what I've done is I have reduced the ratio a little bit and taken it to 5:1. Then I have also dialed into my threshold, which is -40.0 dB. Then what I've done is I have set my release onto very fast release, which is 20, and I have also set my attack on 22.3 just to raise up. This is a very good compressor. So now that we have our vocals leveled up to the instrumental level, I'm now gonna go to the main lead vocal for the chorus as well. So let's take a listen to this. So now what I'm gonna do is go to compressor de-esser, get the same preset, just save it like this. So this is gonna be W, and then close it. I'm gonna do this. There was an Vox plugin that I put during recording. So now what I'm gonna do is go to load preset, come to my preset which we used on to the lead vocal, and now take a listen to this. What I'm gonna do now is link this, create my group tracks. So number one, I'm gonna create a group channel track, which is I'm gonna create two. So let's go ahead and create two group channel tracks. Configuration is gonna be stereo, so our groups are gonna be stereo, and okay, all right. So now we have group one, which is gonna be for our lead vox. Of course, I love to name my stuff, and this one is gonna be lead vox chorus. All right, so one is gonna be for my chorus and one is gonna be for my verse. So now that we've got all these levels going on, what we gotta do is connect group number one. Just come to audio and then click on it, so you can like take this to come to stereo out and click this one. Groups, come to groups, go to leads. All right, I named them lead vox. Yeah, so this is gonna be the place where my lead is now taken to group number one, which is for lead vox, and then the one for the chorus is gonna go to number 2, which is lead vox chorus. All right. Now, the reason for this is because I want to put a lot of plugins into the groups and without really exhausting the audio tracks. And this helps you to really like have good control over what you're working on or what you're mixing. So now, what I'm gonna do now is load in a plugin which is called an EQ into group number 1. Then I'm gonna copy those same settings into group number 2 for the lead vox chorus lead vox. So let's go ahead and throw in number 2. I'm gonna use FabFilter Pro Q3, do a low cut. And now what I'm gonna do is start listening and start sweeping around, searching for frequencies and clean up the vocal. So
wila ilishanya kutiwa fuma kuchinso cha mfumu na kalimo kutiwa rembuka nefya muchalo lelonde kukoselesha kofye nati huchetekele ngawa chetekela ukebe ngulu wila ilishanya kutiwa fuma kuchinso cha mfumu na kalimo kutiwa rembuka nefya muchalo lelonde kukoselesha kofye nati huchetekele ngawa chetekela ukebe ngulu wengulu fumapa nashoshikasela ngawa chetekela ukebe mpili welupilisela nalolukasela chetekela iwe chetekela chetekela ukachite fisungusho chetekela we chetekela chetekela ukachite fisungusho wila ilishanya kutiwa fuma kuchinso cha mfumu na kalimo kutiwa rembuka nefya muchalo lelonde kukoselesha kofye nati huchetekele ngawa chetekela ukebe ngulu wengulu fumapa nashoshikasela ngawa chetekela ukebe mpili welupilisela nalolukasela chetekela iwe.
You have seen me do a low cut, yeah, and you have seen me cut around 413 dB just to clean it up a little bit. And of course I have raised up around 198.24, which is this area, just to give the vocal the warmness and just to also give the vocal that body that is needed for the vocal. This area is good, especially when you want to like achieve warmer vocals. This is the part where you come to. So I want to give my artist or this mix a warmer vocal, and this is what I'm aiming for. So this is why I have boosted up around 198.24 dB, and then around 1K 1013.6 hertz I have like cut it down a little bit. There is this unwanted frequency. Let me just play. So there is that frequency which you may not want to like add into your mix, and then around 9,100.7 hertz I have like given it a boost just to open up the overall vocal and just to add presence to the vocal. So this is what I've done, and this is why the vocal sounds like this. I'm gonna do an after a before and an after, so you guys can like follow it up.
Wila ilishanya Wila ilishanya kutiwa Wila ilishanya kutiwa fuma kuchinso cha mfumu.
Now the vocal sounds much cleaner and much better, so let me just widen it up a little bit around this area. Yeah, sounds much cleaner, much better. So let's go ahead and just throw in a de-esser somewhere here on effect type 5. The reason why I'm leaving empty places, effect places, is because I'm gonna add more effects there. So let's go ahead and add in a de-esser. Any type of de-esser that you have is just gonna work. This de-esser really like works to remove the S's, so I'm gonna try to just control the S's a little bit. All right.
Wila ilishanya kutiwa fumba kuchinso cha mfumu na kalimo kutiwa bembuka nefya muchalo lelonde kukoselesha kofye nati uchetekele nga wachetekela ukebe wengulu fumapa he na shoshikasela nga wachetekela ukebe mpili welupilisela he na lolukasela he.
We have our vocal sounding great right there. The SCs are literally like controlled a little bit. Of course, I have given my de-esser a negative 15.0 dB so that, you know, the S's, remember, do not over de-ess your vocals, or your vocals are gonna sound really squashed or really bad. So you just have to like give your vocal a kiss of de-essing, and this is what I've done right there. Next, what I want to do is let me save this preset. Let me save it to, all right, just like that. Next, what I want to do is add or throw in a compressor, and the type of compressor that I'm gonna throw in is a Cubase compressor. So let's go into dynamics and come to compressor. I love Cubase compressor, it really does the job very well. So let's go ahead and close our FabFilter Pro Q3, and now what I'm gonna do is take a listen to the vocal and just compress the vocal just a little bit. All right.
Wila ilishanya kutiwa fumba kuchinso cha mfumu na kalimo kutiwa bembuka nefya muchalo lelonde kukoselesha kofye nati uchetekele.
Now I'm having a problem. You may encounter this problem where the floor noise is raised up a little bit. Of course, that's not a problem. So now what I'm gonna do is come down here and add a denoiser, a noise plugin. Go to restoration, come to Cubase's denoiser, just set it on medium, just like that.
Chamfu wila ilishanya kutiwa fuma kuchinso cha mfumu na kalimo kutiwa bembuka na kalimo kutiwa bembuka nefya muchalo lelonde kukoselesha kofye nati uchetekele nga wachetekela ukebe wengulu fumapa he na shoshikasela.
I feel like there was need for me to just dig up a little bit around 401.67 dB and give it a negative 3.37 dB. Very important, because due to compression, a little bit of that compression or raising up of the volume threshold, there are those other frequencies that tend to be raised up a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is let you guys take a listen to this.
Wila ilishanya kutiwa fumba kuchinso cha mfumu nakalimo kuti wabembuka nefya muchalo lelonde kukoselesha kofye nati.
So now what I'm gonna do is go into our lead Vox edit channel and use the main mixer just a little bit, slightly like subtle changes that I'm gonna do just to cut down a little bit of those unwanted frequencies. This is what you guys are gonna see me do.
Wila ilishanya kuti wafumba kuchinso cha mfumu nakalimo kuti wabembuka. Wila ilishanya kuti wafumba kuchinso cha mfumu nakalimo kuti wabembuka nefya muchalo. Wila ilishanya kuti wafumba kuchinso cha mfumu nakalimo kuti wabembuka nefya. Wila ilishanya kuti wafumba kuchinso cha mfumu nakalimo kuti wabembuka nefya muchalo lelonde kukoselesha kofye nati uchetekele ngawa chetekela ukebe ngulu wengulu fuma.
What I'm gonna do is come to the ESA and just give it down, increase it a little bit, maybe 15.5.
Wila ilishanya kuti wafumba kuchinso cha mfumu nakalimo kuti wabembuka nefya muchalo lelonde kukoselesha kofye nati.
And now just raise up the volume around makeup gain, which is on the compressor number 2 to 2.5.
Wila ilishanya kuti wafumba nefya muchalo lelonde kukoselesha kofye nati uchetekele ngawa chetekela ukebe ngulu wengulu fumapa.
What I'm gonna do is come to open mixer. All right, just open it up, or F9, come to our lead Vox right here and come to copy the plugins. Then I'm gonna paste these plugins into our lead Vox chorus just like that. So we have the same plugins on to group number 1 and group number 2. So let's take a listen from here to here.
Chetekela ukachite visungusho chetekela balesa chetekela.
The next thing that I'm gonna do right now is to connect all of the backing vocals into group number 2. So let's go ahead, and this one has to come out. Let's go ahead, this one is gonna go into group 2. These are the chorus vocals, group number 2. So I'm gonna take all these into group number 2, and then from there I'm gonna pan the chorus vocals. Panning is taking your vocal to the left or right on the or slightly on the middle, 35 or 45 or 50. So that's what I'm gonna do. Panning vocals helps you to like create space for your vocals. So let me go ahead and start panning these vocals on the chorus. What I've just done is group all these ones into group number 1. Then these, since these are regarded as the chorus vocals, these are gonna go into group number 2. So this is why this one and this one are into lead Vox. Then these are into group number 2, which is lead Vox chorus. So let's go ahead now and pan our vocals. We are gonna pan the vocals into to the left and right and see how the chorus vocals are gonna work out.
ukachite visungusho. Chetekela valesa, chetekela valesa, chetekela valesa ni vakapela. Chetekela valesa, chetekela valesa. Kite visungusho, chetekela valesa, chetekela valesa.
So now what I'm gonna do is try to raise up the volumes for the lead vox chorus. So let me just raise up the volumes just a little bit.
Chetekela valesa, chetekela valesa, chetekela valesa ni vakapela. Chetekela valesa, chetekela valesa, chetekela valesa ni vakapela. Kachite visungusho, chetekela valesa, chetekela valesa, chetekela valesa ni vakapela. Chetekela valesa, chetekela valesa, chetekela valesa ni vakapela. Ngawamona kachite visungusho, chetekela valesa, chetekela valesa, chetekela.
So right now what I'm gonna do is go to FX and add in some FX plugins like reverb and delay. So let's go ahead and create FX. Just come to an empty place, come to add FX channel track, and now I'm gonna add an FX plugin which is reverb A. I'm gonna use reverb A. Then I'm also gonna add another FX channel track, and this one is gonna be for a delay. And the type of delay that I'm gonna use a simple delay which is called double delay from Cubase. So just these. Then what you do is set your double delay to 1/4, just like that. Okay, and then now I'm gonna link my lead vox 1 into, go to sends, come to sends, and then come to select send destination and use reverb A. Turn it on, and then turn it on just like that. Then start driving the reverb to where the vocal sounds nice. What I love to do before I start driving in the reverb is pre-delay and set it on 5.0 for now. Okay, and my reverb time can be on, your reverb time can be on 1.0 milliseconds. It's okay. So for now, let us leave it there and see how the main lead vocal is gonna sound like when we like drive in the reverb. So let's start from here.
We mwana wandi wila ilishanya kuti wafuma kuchinso cha mfumu na kalimo kuti wabembuka nefya muchalo lelo nde kukoselesha kofye nati uchetekele ngawa chetekela ukebe ngulu wengulu fumapa.
Really sounds nice around negative 15.05. So I'm gonna leave my reverb right there. Then the next thing that I'm gonna do is send in a double delay, just slightly, just a little bit of delay. Let's take a listen to this.
We mwana wandi, we mwana wandi wila ilishanya kuti wafuma kuchinso cha mfumu na kalimo kuti wabembuka nefya muchalo lelo nde kukoselesha kofye nati uchetekele ngawa chetekela.
So that's where I'm gonna put my double delay. The reason why I have added a delay is just to close up some empty places where the voice is not there. I just want the delay to like fill it up just a little bit. And now what I'm gonna do is go to our lead vox chorus and do the same. Put on reverb and take it all the way to 15, somewhere there. 15.85 is okay. And on my chorus vocals, I'm not gonna put any delay on them. I'm just gonna leave a reverb, throw a reverb on them, not a delay. So let's take a listen to this on the chorus. I'm gonna like increase the reverb a little bit on the chorus backings. You have seen me try to reduce the reverb a little bit. Of course, you'll drive it all the way, but later on you can start like trimming the reverb just a little bit, reducing just a little bit, so you know the entire mix sounds great. So this is what you're seeing me. I'm taking a listen to the reverb and all the plugins, what the plugins are doing. Then at the same time, whenever I feel like the plugin I added a lot of volume to maybe the vocals or to the lead vocal, or maybe a lot of delay or reverb, then I take a listen to that through my monitors. Then I try to reduce just a little bit. And now let's take a listen to verse number 2 and see how the plugins, the effects are working out on this part.
Ngawamona mawimbi yaima yatule pamakasa ya mfumu, yatule pamakasa ya mfumu ya latalala. Ngawamona balwani baima babike pamakasa ya mfumu, babike pamakasa ya mfumu ya la kuluila. Kaluila obeni Yesu, kaluila obeni Yesu, babike pamakasa ya mfumu ya la kuluila. Babike pamakasa yakwe, babike pamakasa yakwe, babike pamakasa ya mfumu ya la kuluila.
And now what I'm gonna do is try to balance the backings just a little bit more so that they can sound together. And if it requires me to like push back a little bit of the panning, bring them to 25, I'm gonna do that. So let's go ahead and try to glue our backings together. This is the trick that I use during recording. I usually record if it's gospel, like this one is gospel. I usually like even R&B or any type of music that you do. If you really want to get nice backings, just make sure you stack them like 4/4. You record 4/4, 4 sopranos, 4 alto, 4 tenor, and then you can pan them. You can like play around with them so that your sound can be rich. And this is why you see me. I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now I'm gonna try to raise up the tenors just a little bit. I feel like they're a little bit in the background, so I'm gonna raise them up just a little bit. And now to like make our tenors feel like they are close, like closer to the ears, I just reduced the panning to 45, so all the tenors are on 45 left, 45 right, 45 right, 45 left, just like this. And this one, the last one, is just on the middle, since it's like an ad lib, so it just has to be on the middle, just like that.
Chetekela balesa, chetekela balesa, chetekela balesa, iwa kapela, iwa kapela balesa, chetekela balesa, iwa kapela, chetekela balesa, chetekela balesa, chetekela balesa, iwa kapela, chetekela balesa, chetekela balesa.
And now what you guys saw me do is come to the autos. What I did with the autos is that I raised the autos just a little bit, and then this time these two are set to 0 dB just on default, and then this second auto vocals are set to -1, reduced a little bit. So like that, you create some of the autos which are a little bit higher, and some of them in the background just a little bit, and this creates a good harmony. I'm just gonna try to reduce the main lead vox on the chorus just a little bit.
We mwana wandi chetekela ukachite visungusho, chetekela balesa, chetekela balesa, chetekela balesa, ni bakapela, chetekela balesa.
Great. And we're gonna take a listen to just the first part to the last part. All right.
We mwana wandi wila ilishanya kutiwa fuma kuchinso cha mfumu na kalimo kutiwa bembuka nefya muchalo lelo nde kukoselesha kofye nati uchetekele ngawa chetekela ukebe ngulu wengulu fumapa na shoshikasela ngawa chetekela ukebe mpili welupilisela na lolukasela chetekela iwe chetekela chetekela ukachite visungusho chetekela we chetekela chetekela ukachite visungusho, chetekela balesa, chetekela balesa, chetekela balesa, ni bakapela, chetekela balesa, chetekela balesa, chetekela balesa, ni bakapela.
All right, this is beautiful. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next part where I'll be mixing or adding any other plugin that needs to be added. But for now, it really sounds great, and this is how you do your mixing in Cubase 5. And I hope this video has helped you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.